What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, we are back with another Hot Toys figure preview video, and today we're going to be doing another figure from the Ahsoka series, and that is going to be the Mandalorian Super Commando figure. I do want to confess really quick, guys, I am stunned by this release once again by Hot Toys. First and foremost, I believe we're on our 8th or 9th figure from this specific series. I am stunned as far as how many figures Hot Toys has decided to release for this specific series. But I do want to be clear, I am not complaining one bit about this. To me, the more figures, the better, and I do believe that the Ahsoka series presented a lot of unique characters. So again, to me, the more figures, the better for us. And again, they decided to release this guy. Now, why am I stunned? Number one, I don't even remember getting a good look at this guy throughout the whole series. Obviously, we have the flashback scene in episode 5 of the Siege of Mandalore with a younger Ahsoka, where she pretty much is kind of on this kind of path of flashback scenes with Anakin. And we do have that battle, with Ahsoka's kind of army against the Maul, the Darth Maul kind of troop army and things like that, but I really don't remember getting an actual good look at these specific troopers. But again, Hot Toys decided to go ahead and make the announcement. Obviously, by the color of the suit and the horns right here on the helmet, we can tell it is part of the Darth Maul trooper army. And so again, we get this guy again completely stunned, but no complaints as far as the release, because again, the more characters the better, and this is a very unique trooper. And again, very excited about it. But I do want to confess, since we really didn't get to get a good look at the guy, I really cannot make an actual comparison video as far as how he looks in the actual series compared to what Hot Toys has decided to go ahead and release. These are pretty much just going to be my thoughts on what I think about it, how he looks, and what to expect coming up. Obviously, this figure was just announced for pre-order, so this is not an actual announcement. So again, this is going to be a prototype, not the actual result, the final result. Some things are subject to change, but so far, taking a look at some of the images that Hot Toys has provided for the figure, I love the way he looks. The pricing is pretty low, and he is up for pre-order for Sideshow. As always, I'm going to go ahead and include the link to Sideshow if you guys are interested in grabbing a Mandalorian Super Commando for yourselves. So far, I have purchased every single figure from the Ahsoka series, and once we do get all of them, which should be late this year or early next year, we will obviously do a review of the whole collection line. So far, so good. As far as every figure that we've gotten from this specific series, I really do not find any figure to be bad in any way. I've been very pleased with every single figure that Hot Toys has released for this specific TV series. But again, with this guy, with the Mandalorian Super Commando, again, we pretty much just get the figure on its own. Not a lot of things that come with this guy, but obviously to me, the thing that stands out is the armor, the coloring of the armor. So obviously this is kind of like a type of bodysuit around him, and we do get red armor surrounding the whole figure. We obviously get the helmet, which is absolutely beautiful, and of course it represents Darth Maul because of the horns and the coloring of the suit itself. Again, very excited to get this guy, because again, he is a very unique type of trooper as far as the coloring of the suit and the way that the suit is made. As far as the accessories, so obviously he does come with this plate kind of that goes attached onto his left arm. We get some pistols, guns as well. We get the jetpack, and according to Hot Toys, this is a newly designed jetpack, as well as the helmet, which kind of makes sense because obviously I don't think we've actually gotten any type of trooper this way. But again, we get the jetpack, we get the new helmet, we get this pistol right here, we get another gun that's right here, and we of course get different sets of hands, which we will take a look at a little bit later on. Overall, as I mentioned before, the armor looks awesome. I love the coloring on it. It's not just red. There's kind of like a darker red type of coloring, some black within, some shades of black throughout the armor, which I really appreciate, because obviously that represents dirt, and it means the character has been fighting. It's kind of battle damage, if I can say it that way. So to me, that is absolutely awesome. And again, the clothing behind it is pretty good as well. But again, that's the thing, I'm just going based on what I'm seeing right now. I really cannot make a comparison as far as how the character looks throughout the whole series, because again, as I mentioned before, we really do not get an actual great look at the guy. Now obviously, already a complaint of mine, the base. I mean, this is the same base that Ahsoka has. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous to me. Now again, I don't know who to blame here, right? Because again, I've heard from other collectors who are more knowledgeable than I am, that I think Lucasfilm has some type of limits with Hot Toys as far as figure creating. I really wouldn't know what those limits are. So as far as the nameplate and the base itself, is that because Hot Toys doesn't have creativity, or is it because Lucasfilm kind of has limits as far as how creative Hot Toys can get? I really wouldn't know, right? But what I can say is that it's really disappointing that there's not a specific base for this figure and for Ahsoka. Again, I understand that we really didn't get like these characters with a lot of screen time, and obviously the battlefields are full of sand and things like that. I just think that they could have been more detailed with the base itself for each specific character. Unfortunately, they're not. So again, we get the regular kind of rectangle base with the piece of like dirt of sand on top of it. But again, the figure itself does look really, really good. As I mentioned before, it comes with a couple of accessories, and the suit itself looks really, really good. Again, pretty much all of its images are pretty much the same. Again, not a lot of accessories with the guy, not a lot of things that come with it, which is not surprising. And to me, honestly, I'm not disappointed at all about it. Again, this is at the end of the day just a trooper ride. So it's not really disappointing to me. What matters is that the guy looks good, that the armor looks good, and again, we get a unique style of a trooper with the red coloring. So to me, no complaints whatsoever about that. I'll pretty much let you guys decide if it is a must buy or not. To me, he is, because again, he's very unique, and again, and it completes the collection line for the Ahsoka series, right? Who knows if we'll get more figures for that series itself. But again, as you guys can see, we get on this image, we get Darth Maul behind him. This is obviously an older Darth Maul figure by Hot Toys. So again, obviously the style of the suit goes inspired by Darth Maul. So pretty much that's really everything that I could say about the figure. Again, unfortunately, not a lot of accessories that come with it, and to me that's fine. I think the pricing is very fair. Taking a look here at the last image, just so that you guys can see pretty much everything that he comes with. So again, as I mentioned before, pretty much they announced a newly developed helmet and jetpack. This is the only helmet that it comes with. So obviously we don't get a face sculpt. I mean, that's really not supposed to happen, but we get a newly developed helmet and jetpack. The armor itself looks fantastic. It does come with this kind of shield type of piece that goes installed onto his left arm. We get the base. We get pretty much 3 pairs of hands with different emotions, and that's pretty much it, right? That's pretty much that the figure comes with. So not a lot of detailing, not a lot of accessories, but at the end of the day, Hot Toys has decided to announce this guy, and to me, I am pretty thrilled, right? I'm not super excited, but at the same time, I'm thrilled. I'm happy to know that they keep releasing figures for the Ahsoka series. I hope that they can release more, right? There's still a couple of characters there that should be announced. Hopefully they are eventually in the near future. But this announcement comes right after they decided to do a Padawan Ahsoka. Now they do this guy. So again, they have released this guy and cannot wait to go ahead and get him. This is going to be it for this preview video of the Mandalorian Super Commando. As always, guys, I want to thank you for the continued support and for always supporting my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos, liking them, for following me on TikTok and Instagram. As I always say, your support means the world to me. If it is the first time that you're watching me, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for tuning in, for liking my videos, as I mentioned before. And again, if it is the first time, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the notifications bell so that we always stay updated with any upcoming content that I will be posting in the video. And as I mentioned, right now I am also on TikTok and Instagram. Feel free to add me there so that way you stay updated with anything that I will be dropping on my accounts. The links to that are also on the description of the video. As always, thank you for thankful for the continued support that you guys always provide to me. For now, this is going to be it for this preview video of the Mandalorian Super Commando. Thank you once again for tuning in, guys, and I will see you next time.